between the Green Bay Packers and the Carolina Panthers. Set to go now on a wet and rainy afternoon. And off we go from uptown Charlotte. This is taken at his 4. And a big-time mess on the return. He's out of bounds. He won't even get this back to the 5-yard line.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
Ready. Mike 51. We own it. We own it.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage.
Here we go.
To throw on second down, Humphries. Johnson's got it complete. And they'll get him down up past the 15. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. Back to throw. Humphries drops it to Jones in the flat. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be a second down.
Hey, Orville.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Here we go. Set. 60, orange. Let's go, D.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there, huh? Kill. Lock it. Hey, turn it up. Check it out. Switch.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Let's bring it.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the 1st down marker. The screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
So what a let-off there. You figure that was an easy 3 points. Instead, it turns into nothing.
And from that close of range, if you start it left, your goose is cooked. And this thing, well, it never had a chance to straighten itself out.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Looking to throw. Humphries. Complete to Jones. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
2nd and 3. And the catch made by Johnson. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 43.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Marching in for the sack, Michael Brockers. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Mike, check, 59.
Back to throw. Humphries. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Humphries. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the...
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
So the next time we leave one of those coaches' meetings and we're walking out in the hall and you're like, how come we spend so much time talking about special teams?
Here you go. This is why.
This is why, right? And look, I'm right there with you. We hear it every time we meet with coaches, but it is a big part of it. And look at how early in the game this occurs. They block a kick, and not only does it set a tone, it sends a message for the rest of the game.
Yeah, so much for our first points of the game.
Yes! 44's the mic. 44's the mic. All day, dog.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. On the ground, McCaffrey. It's a gain of 4, but they're still looking up here at a tough 3rd and 11. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Looking to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Adrian Amos, the safety, able to make the play.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We sort of suspected that the elements might wreak havoc on both of these offenses, and that's been the case. No points on either side as this drive begins with a first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line. Second and a yard. Jones. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be 2 guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
The reception good for 7. It's third down.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Lewis. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward. Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs, and let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Bang, 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 bang. Switch. Watch twist.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Tighten up. 44 is Mike. Check. 44. Mike, 44. You better be afraid of me.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
Ready, go. Let's go.
McCaffrey. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field. And that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
McCaffrey
McCaffrey following the penalty. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
They'll drop the throw. And that's complete to McCaffrey. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Okay, ready? Stinky, we got to get the ball. D, get the ball right here. Let's go. Kill, go. Turn it up. Kill, turn it up. Hey. Ready.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's McCaffrey. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Second and 10. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
The Panthers on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
I'm coming after you. 44 is the mic. Box try. Here we go, D. Get off the field. Bofo's the mic. Mike's Bofo. Ready, go.
They'll set up a throw. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Rashawn Gary drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This will be a 37-yard attempt. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Ready? Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. Give these traps. Let's go. Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". Here we go, G. Hey, just be crippled.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Humphries. And he's going to go down again. Brian Burns providing a little deja vu. Back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
13 yards, 1st down, Panthers.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 60 orange. Get him. There you go.
Back to the ground on 1st. It's McCaffrey. The 1st-round pick, Jair Alexander, making the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
It's been a long day for you. Go. Switch gears.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11.
40, gone. Check 49. Head up. Go.
He'll look to throw. And he's got the hook up to McLeod. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 23.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They'll run with McCaffrey. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend.
Go! Motion. Hey, check motion right. Put your hands on him. Get hands on motion, man. Alert 3. Let's go.
This is McCaffrey. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. From the gun, Humphries. Throwing right, and that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. This quarterback now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And now the ball's out, fumbled near midfield, and the Panthers have recovered.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creep. Squeeze. Get in there. Slam. Lock it. 1, 3. Slam. Ready.
They go play action here on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Barrett. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Yep, strip that ball. 44 the smoke. Check. Watch twist. 44, Mike, 44. Ready. Let her.
Now back to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? No. Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
Final 24 seconds of the first half as they come up here 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Humphries. Throw left side complete. It's Terry, and he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Bravo.
From the gun, Humphries. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Intended for number 88, incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
Come on.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Hey, wahoo. Mike, check, 59. Oh, yeah, and here we go again. Shoot.
Throwing again. Humphries. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Forced to the ground and incomplete. It's 3rd down and 10.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Mike, 5-9.
Operating from the gun. Humphries. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. On 4th down, Humphries. They'll let this go for the end zone. And my goodness, this is incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 26-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Ready. 44's the mic.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
They'll look to throw here. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. We're holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half. Those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
18 Gator. 59. Stay with your man.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Check back.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. He gets it to Thomas. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Come on, 25, check 25, check 25. No, off. Check 9, you're out. Ready, go.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Back to throw here. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Bravo! 50's the mark. 50's the mark. Coming this way. Here we go. Mike's 50. 80 weapon. Scene 6.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Check 26. Follow the mic. Exit. Think you gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this? 44 is the mic. 44 is mic. Check. Charlie, let's put that team on the bus. 44, Mike. See it.
Hey, check.
Wide. Get wide. Slam. Check. Lucky, and go.
They'll look to throw. Got his target, Samuel. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
All day, defense, all day, all day. He's crashing. Set high,
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. He'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Barrett. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
36,
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2.
Let's go, Heavy. Tell me what you got. What you got? Zoom, fellas. Let's go. Give me some. Check up. Here we go. 44 is the mic. 44 is the mic. Check. I'm coming. I'm coming.
Tight dog.